How you doing, family, and welcome back to my channel, Solomon Gamma Art. And in this video I'm going to teach you how to draw a love jar. So as you guys know, I specialize in teaching online, helping beginners master the basics of fundamentals within art, right? So I cover oil pastels, acrylic paints, and also charcoal drawing as well. In this video, I'm going to be teaching you how to draw a love jar. So you're probably thinking, what is that? So it's to represent the anniversary that my wife and I are going to have this weekend. So it's going to be 1 year now. So on the wedding day, we both had the privilege to pour our favorite sand of colors. I had one jar. Well, this is my wife's one actually, because we still have residue of her blue sand. So she had this one and I had my one, which had brown sand in it because they're both our favorite colors. And we poured it into this love shaped kind of jar. And it was just a phenomenal moment. This is a spiritual aspect representing two flesh becoming one, two lives becoming one. So that's what this video is going to be about. So I'm going to be teaching you how to differentiate inside the jar versus the outside of the jar. So I want to be walking through with you the 4 stages how I approach it. So it'll be the foundation stage, refinement stage, color blocking stage, and final detail stage. So at the end of this video, you're going to learn the basic fundamentals of how to produce a life drawing. Before you watch the video, make sure you have liked, shared, and subscribed. We really want to grow this art community on YouTube as well as TikTok and Instagram. My handle is sgammaart. So without further ado, let's begin.
So this is the start of the art process called the foundation stage. This is stage 1. This is the technique that I use to sketch out the object or landscape. So it's just using straight lines to draw the object. Again, I'm not adding in any curves or any circular drawing just yet. This is just straight lines. Speeding out for you so you see. Now that's done. I'm moving on to the second stage, which is the refinement. So I am documenting all the dark areas, but again, I'm pressing very lightly with a pencil. So whilst we're working on stage 2, I'm just shading in the dark areas as well as tidying up the corners around the object. So feel free to start tidying up now. Now this is stage 3. This is where the color blocking begins. Now I'm using orange, very light again, watered down watercolors to get my first layer in. So we may go over this about 3 times. So 3 layers of just coloring in with the watercolors. Really take your time with this. That way the refinement sketches that you did will still come through under the watercolor. So as you're building up the layers, you'll know which dark and light areas. So even with this one, I'm now moving on to the light blue color. Obviously the watercolor blue is very strong, so I have to water it down and just use the paintbrush. Just speeding up the video so you see the process. So I'm moving on to the next color now. We're still on color blocking, but we are moving on to the third color using the grays. So this is to highlight the shadows of the bottle. We are still on layer 1, by the way. This technique is very effective. Right now I'm using a brown. Again, it's a very strong color. We've got to water it down. Very, very important. I'm repeating the same process. So as you have started doing the color blocking using different colors, we're going to revert back to some of those old colors to start blending them in. So again, it's all watered down. This is why you need to make sure that you got good solid paper. So now we're going to start adding in some little dark areas. So again, watered down black watercolors. Very light water as usual, same process, but just document the dark parts of the jar. So again, you see the bottom of the jar is the darkest, but you do have some dark highlights at the top of the edges of the jar as well. Don't forget to add in your shadows as well. Again, don't go too crazy in adding in heavy amounts of watercolor just yet. Still keep it light. Again, I'm blending in everything. So the whole point of color blocking is to build form. You're building up the form as you go along. That's why you got to take your time in adding more watercolors as you go along. So from this point onwards, I'm going to start introducing stage 4, which is the final details. So adding in the sand pebbles. So we're not going to be fixated on stage 4 because again, you may have to make some corrections to stage 3, which is the color blocking. So you're adjusting between the two stages. So again, don't feel embarrassed or any kind of way to go back to stage 3 to just tidy up some of the forms again. So as you can see right here, I'm going back and forth with stage 4. I'm now adding in the white highlights to also build a little bit of form and to just strengthen those light areas more. So got the little indented love heart on the jar itself, and I will demonstrate to you how to make that come to life. So again, the first stage you want to do is add in heavier white acrylic. So stage 4 is really about using the least amount of water and just adding in the colors. So again, another part of the final details is using the black. It's not going to be a solid fixated black. We're also going to blend it in as well, just to make sure that the final forms are built. So stage 4 and stage 3 do really work together once you understand how the forms complement the final details. So just adding in final details with the white acrylic just around the glass jar bottle, bringing this to life. It makes a big difference when you're adding on layer by layer rather than just going in with heavier colors. It's all about being patient with the process. Don't forget to add in the shadow as well. And there you have it. This is the final painting and drawing of the love jar. So if you want more videos like this, or you want any more tips, please feel free to comment what you want me to cover next. Submit your artwork as well for me to give advice. Thank you again, and I'll see you soon. Take care.